The energy these days has been heavy. Myself and a lot of my friends have felt the change in the air, as well as the shift in the collective energies, as well as the world in general, as you're all aware of and as we all see every day. Today is not any pick a pile reading, it is not a pick a card reading. It's it's a simple messages for the collective and a collective reading that I've chosen to do today using bibliomancy. This is the book. You can see it. I hope it's not mirrored. I don't know. And my table moves a lot. Apologies for that. The book that I'm using is The Art of War by Sun Tzu. It's a pretty popular book. Everyone has heard the name of it. Whether you are an avid reader or just scrolling through YouTube's comment sections. So I will be, as I said, using bibliomancy, which is I'll be flipping through this book and using my intuition to stop and read the passage that appears before me or which catches my eye. The first message that I'll be getting is for the present collective energies. Of old, the rise of the Yin dynasty. Sun Tzu means the Shang dynasty, found in 1766 BC. Its name was changed to Yin by Pan Kang in 1401. Was due to I Chi, better known as I Yin. I'm not sure if it's I or if it's one. The famous general and statesman who took part in the Chang Tang's campaign against Che Kuei, who had served under Xia. Likewise, the rise of the Zhou dynasty was due to Lu Ya. Lu Shang rose to the high office under the tyrant Zhou Xin, whom he afterwards helped to overthrow, popularly known as Tai Kung, a title bestowed on him by Wen Wang. He is said to have composed a treatise on war, erroneously identified with the Liu Tiao, who had served under the Yin. There is less precision in the Chinese than I have thought it well to introduce into my translation. And the commentaries onto the passage. Okay, this is a really big paragraph. I'm just going to stop it here. It's very evident in this point that there are many powers in the world which are trying to overthrow each other. There is a group of people who are trying to reclaim their power. There is also a group of people who are trying to overthrow an existing power. A lot of power imbalances, a lot of power dysregulation, power in the wrong hands, or power in the right hands. There's a lot of struggle right now, and the main event that's going on in the collective is taking back power. It's by no means easy. It's a hectic process, it's a chaotic process, and that's what's happening in the collective right now. A fight for power, a fight for justice, and a fight to get what one deserves, which is peaceful living with happiness, with all the resources that they want. Now, a general message. It is only one who is thoroughly acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitable way of carrying it on, that is, with rapidity. Only one who knows the disastrous effects of a long war can realize the supreme importance of rapidity in bringing it to a close. Only two commentators seem to favor this interpretation, but it fits well into the logic of the context, whereas the rendering, "He who does not know the evils of war cannot appreciate its benefits," is distinctly pointless. Get shit done and get it done quick. Simply put, prolonging anything will only drag out the pain, drag out all the bad things. You know how they say, justice delayed is justice denied. It is better to not try to avoid pain by delaying things, but to avoid pain by getting it done as quickly as possible. The more you try to numb yourself with pain, towards pain, sorry, the more you try to numb yourself towards pain, the more you try to delay it so that you can run away from pain. It's just going to hurt more. Whatever your evils are, whatever your demons are, whatever your shadow is, whatever your fear, pain, sorrow is, grief is, don't run away from it. Running away from it, trying to delay dealing with it, it's just going to make it worse. Whatever it is, face it head on, face it fearlessly, face it without resistance. The sooner, the better. Don't run away. Now there's a final message. This will be a short video because I feel not a lot of us have a lot of time right now. Okay, getting there. Which page? Which page? I think it's this one. Okay. We cannot enter into alliance with neighboring princes until we are acquainted with their designs. We are not fit to lead an army on the march unless we are familiar with the face of the country, its mountains and forests, its pitfalls and precipices, its marshes and swamps. We shall be unable to turn the natural advantages to account unless we make use of local guides. I feel that this phrase will have a personal importance for some of you. Feel free to rewind it and hear it again, because there's not a lot of feeling that I'm getting from this. It's like those who need to hear it will hear it, and for those it does not have a lot of significance for, you will know. But the little that I do feel from the sentence is the previous message was about pain, and you can only make peace with your pain. You can only be friends with your pain. You can only be at a middle ground with it, at peaceful terms with it. To negotiate with your pain, you have to understand its map. You have to understand what that pain is protecting you from. You have to understand what your anger, what your fear is protecting you from. You have to understand what your grief is trying to comfort you through. Our emotions are not something to run away from. Emotions exist for a reason, and emotions teach you. If you are willing to listen, your emotions can teach you a lot of things. Know the map of your emotion. Know the map of your pain, of your hurt, of your fear. Why are you feeling it? What is causing you to feel it? What is the design of that feeling? That is, what is it trying to tell you? what is it tailored for? Suppose you buy a nice piece of cloth and you want to get it stitched. So you go to your tailor and they take your measurements and they cut it and they sew it and they give it to you, the finished piece. Your emotion is sewn to perfection by your brain for your body, for your somatic responses. Understand where that material came from. Understand what your emotion is trying to tell you. That piece of cloth, that memory, it holds a story that you're probably running away from. Go back to it, listen to it, have compassion for yourself, have empathy for yourself, and be kind towards yourself. Don't force yourself, don't put pressure on yourself. Take it easy, take it one step at a time, be gentle, and love yourself. Bulldozing through things will not work, especially this. Understand the biology of your emotion, understand why it is there and what it is trying to tell you. This is a short video and I am ending it here. I hope that this small reading helped you. I'm mentioning the book once again. It's The Art of War by Sun Tzu. I hope you all have a great day, happy winter, and I'll see you soon.